You know, one of my favorite positions was when I was the general manager of a large parts distribution operation. And we stocked over 80,000 unique items, and yet we promised same-day ship for any one of those items. In fact, that same-day ship was really the benchmark, the hallmark of our success. It was the cornerstone of our reputation. So it was critically important to the success of our operation. But as you can imagine, the inventory required to hold 80,000 items and make sure you have enough of each of them on hand any given day to manage the demand that might come in was quite a challenge. Now, what was important to our customers was that we have them on hand and that we ship them the same day. What was more important to our stockholders might be that we were managing our inventory properly. And so this created what I call a healthy tension. So I was measured on my ability to ship the same day, but I was also measured on my ability to keep the inventory down. Now, this healthy tension is a good thing because it forces us to keep in balance things that are all equally important to us. But are they equally important? Because you see, I think there has to be a time, or there will be a time, when those things come in conflict to the degree that you have to make a decision of one over the other. Now, an interesting thing happened. When I first took that job, I reported into the sales arm of the company. And as you might guess, the sales arm of the company is very focused on the customer. What will make the customer happy? How can we get more business by pleasing our customers? And it was very clear to me in those days that if those two things came in conflict, if I had to choose between satisfying the customer with same-day ship and keeping my inventory down, I needed to err on the side of the customer. I needed to make sure that I satisfied the customer. And then one day, I got a call that said, we're going to change your reporting structure. And you'll no longer report to the sales distribution arm, but instead we want you to report into the supply chain of our company. Now, the supply chain is a little more focused on keeping the inventory down. And it became clear to me pretty quickly that the trump card of those two values in the supply chain was different than it was in the sales arm. The trump card in the supply chain was you need to make sure your inventory is down. So suddenly, only because I had changed operation, the trump card value had changed. And you know, this isn't just a question of same-day ship versus inventory. This is a question for almost everything we face in life because there's always a need to balance things in our life, whether it's how much we work versus how much we're at home, or taking a risk with our business to try to grow it versus keeping it afloat and paying the bills. The reality is we're always faced with this healthy tension, and healthy tension is good. We keep it healthy by understanding what the trump card of our values is and which way we're going to land anytime we have to make that choice.